Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robert.
Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here, and welcome to my Sims channel and to the first CAS video in quite some time. But you know, I needed to change it up a little bit. I haven't done a CAS video in God, I can't even remember. I think the last one may have been Aziraphale and Crowley, so it's been a while. I think that was the last one. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's been a while. But I watched The Incredibles 2 last week for, I don't know, the second or third time now. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. If you like that sort of thing. What The Incredibles is, by the way, in case you happen to be here and not know what The Incredibles is, what The Incredibles is an animated superhero action film, and yeah, really great stuff. If you like that sort of thing, I'm a huge superhero movie fan. I like almost anything in the fantasy genre, and I love animated films. And in particular, I love Disney, but I don't know, I almost think that Pixar does it even better. Although, isn't Pixar owned by Disney now? Disney did buy Pixar, right? Disney's buying everything. Disney owns everything nowadays. I can't even keep up with all the stuff they own because they own so much. But nonetheless, I love Pixar productions, and I think The Incredibles may be a Pixar production, and it's incredible. There you go. It's incredible. No, seriously though, it's a very good movie, and yeah, since I just watched it a couple of weeks ago or last week, whenever it was, I decided I would try to see if I could create the family. So my goal in this, as almost always, was to try to do it without any CC. So I did get through this whole thing without any CC. There's nothing in the clothes or anything like that. And as a matter of fact, I went with the family's civilian clothes. I dressed them all in civvies. I found an image online of the whole family together in civvies. And so I went with their civilian clothes, and I kind of went with the things that matched this online image as much as I could get. And so anyway, I do all of that, and I get all the way to the end, and I get to the end without CC. So yay, go me, except for I look at the family all together, and it is driving me absolutely batty that one of my non-family characters
Edna mode
is there, and she is far too tall. Now, if you're not familiar with The Incredibles, Edna mode is really short. Like, she comes up to Helen, who is mom. Helen Parr is the mom, elasti-girl. Edna mode comes up to her waist. So she's very, very short. I actually thought about making her a child instead of going with the adult on this, but I don't know, I just couldn't do it with Edna. I just could not do it with Edna. So I used the regular adult sim, and she ended up being way too tall, and Violet was also too tall. So I get through the entire project without any CC, and I end up using the height slide modder. God, I can't talk. The back leg height slide mod, I believe is what it's called. Let me actually look that up and make sure I know what it's called before I tell you. The back leg height slider by Redhead Sims is the mod. And it works really well. This is one of those things though that I feel after 6 years of development we should have in the game. We should so be able to change height by now. The fact that we can't is very annoying to me. But nonetheless, it made Edna a little bit shorter, and Violet too, which was good. And so I felt a little bit better about them. I felt like there was a little bit more accuracy there, especially since Edna is one of my favorite characters. I just love her. She is just such a great character. And I found out because of this, because I was looking up stuff having to do with The Incredibles, I actually found out that she is, I believe it was German and Japanese. What an awesome mix, right? That is so cool. Loved that. And yeah, so Oh, and I do have to apologize. The other thing I wanted to say on this video too is I apologize that we didn't have the entirety of Edna mode on the video. I stopped in the middle of doing the characters to have a bite to eat, and I forgot to restart at the beginning of Edna. So we lost a lot of Edna, which totally sucks because she's kind of, I don't know, she might be my favorite. I just love her so much. And I included Frozone as well. And I think, did I forget to tell you that I didn't include Jack Jack? I think I forgot to tell you that. I did not include Jack Jack. I've recorded this video now 3 times. I keep having things go wrong, so I'm beginning to forget what I've told you and what I haven't. But yeah, I made Jack Jack, or I tried to. Jack Jack's the baby, by the way. If you're not familiar with Incredibles, Jack Jack's a baby. He has these huge ears that stick out big time, and he's got this hair that comes up in a point on his head and all of this. And babies are objects in The Sims, so you can't really do it with a baby. So I tried it with a toddler, and when I tried to make him and I tried to do the ears and all this, he looked like a really scary alien child, and I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. So I had to toss the baby out with the bathwater, or just delete Jack, as it were. And yeah, so Jack Jack had to go bye-bye, and I'm sorry for that, but we did end up with, because I had to delete him, I actually made Edna and Lucia's Best, aka Frozone, because I had to delete Jack Jack. So because I sort of felt bad. I was like, well, I don't want to put it on the gallery without Jack Jack. Well, okay, I'll do it, but I'll add Edna and Frozone. That was my logic. So this is going to be on the gallery, by the way. It's listed as CC only because of the height mod. That's the only reason it's listed as modded. So if you download it, it's just they're just going to all be the same height. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, or if you like The Incredibles and you thought I did even a remotely half-decent job on this, please do hit that like button down below for me. And if you enjoy The Sims, I put out builds and tutorials and pack reviews and challenges and cast videos and all things Sims. So if Sims is your thing, definitely hit that subscribe button below. And thank you all so much for spending the time with me today. I do hope to see you all back again next time. Bye now.